With every iPhone introduction, consumers are enthusiastic until they start to vent their discontent with Apple's modest hardware modifications. The fury is generally justifiable. Over the last few years, Apple has given us mostly altered variations of the same product. Nevertheless, these tiny changes do build up to major year-over-year advancements, but it's been a while since Apple has completely blown us away. This year's iPhone 17 range might follow the same approach. We're not anticipating breakthrough features like as a folding display or a portless design, but rumors hint to a number of nice tweaks throughout the range. Regardless of the model you're using right now, here are 10 primary reasons you will want to purchase an iPhone 17 this autumn. 1. All-new Air version. Perhaps the most striking announcement will be the iPhone 17 Air. Apple is apparently working on an ultra-thin phone that compromises certain high-end features in favor of sleeker looks. With a speculated thinness of roughly 5.5 millimeters, the Air model will easily dethrone the 6.9 millimeters iPhone 6 as Apple's smallest smartphone ever. While it will likely sport a single camera like the iPhone 16e, the 17 Air version is rumored to still provide some high-end features, including compatibility for MagSafe accessories, the dynamic island, the camera control button, and potentially even an always-on display. It's the closest thing to a fresh design we've received in years, and the iPhone 17 Air will appeal to shoppers searching for something different. 2. Sharper selfie camera. If you don't particularly care about the Air edition, there are still lots of additional enhancements expected for the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, and 17 Pro Max. For starters, all 4 models are slated to contain a 24 megapixels TrueDepth camera technology, a substantial boost from the 12 megapixels lens found on the prior 3 versions. This patch will substantially increase the quality of your selfies and maybe allow 2x zoom while keeping picture clarity. 3. Main camera upgrades. The newest iPhones usually feature improved cameras, and the iPhone 17 will be no exception. Most significantly, the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max might eventually adopt a 48 megapixels telephoto lens, making distant images much crisper and allowing even greater digital zoom. Additionally, the ultra-wide lens might acquire a variable aperture, allowing you to pick how much light goes through. This would boost smartphone photography by providing consumers greater control over the depth of field. However, it's feasible that this functionality gets postponed until the iPhone 18 in 2026. Beyond that, the highest-end models might receive 8K video recording capabilities for the first time, enticing content makers who'd rather not carry a specialized camera about. 4. Reimagined camera hump. iPhone camera changes are normally restricted to spec boosts, but this year's models are also slated to embrace a revamped external design. For starters, the all-new iPhone 17 Air is rumored to boast a fresh appearance with a horizontal bar to house its single-wide lens, separating it from the entry-level 16e. Similarly, Apple may expand the iPhone 17 Pro model's camera bump over the rear as well, straying from the conventional square shape. The rear of the iPhone has largely remained the same ever since the iPhone 11, so an upgraded style will set the next Pro iPhones different from their predecessors. 5. Aluminum frame resurrection. For over a decade, Apple has defined its premium iPhones by delivering unique metallic casings. The plan was kick-started with the iPhone X, delivering a stainless steel frame, while the iPhone 8 clung to aluminum. Lower-end iPhones continued to utilize the same aluminum chassis, while Pro versions finally transitioned to titanium. Later this year, Apple might shake things up by employing aluminum bodies throughout the whole iPhone 17 series. This move might make the Pro versions lighter, since titanium is substantially denser. Apart from that, the manufacturer might blend metal with the back glass to boost its endurance. 6. In-house wireless chips. With the iPhone 16e, Apple unveiled its first 5G processor, delivering equivalent performance with less energy. The first-party modem might find its way to the iPhone 17 Air later this year, which would increase its energy efficiency. Similarly, all iPhone 17 versions might include an Apple-made Wi-Fi chipset, possibly boosting their battery life. 7. RAM increase. With the debut of the iPhone 16, Apple upgraded the regular versions to 8 gigs of RAM to enable on-device Apple Intelligence capabilities, matching the 8 gigs in the Pro models. To set its high-end phones distinct, Apple is believed to equip the iPhone 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max with 12 gigs of RAM, a 50% increase over the existing specifications. Beyond more sophisticated AI features, the update might make applications snappier and essentially eliminate latency throughout the system. 8. Improved thermal management. After the iPhone 15 Pro's overheating troubles, the iPhone 16 Pro introduced an upgraded thermal management system. To assist maintain the phone's neutral temperature, the iPhone 17 Pro models might go one step further with a vapor chamber cooling technology. A unique liquid would disperse in a vacuum space when exposed to heat, which then spreads it over a greater region, keeping everything cool under the most severe situations. 9. Longer battery life. The domestic Wi-Fi chip and vapor chamber cooling may not be the only variables enhancing battery life. The iPhone 17 Pro versions might feature a thicker design for the first time in years, reportedly to allow bigger batteries. Consequently, iPhone 17 Pro users might be able to go through a whole day of intense usage without having to bother about charging. 10. Superior displays. Lastly, all iPhone 17 models might incorporate the ProMotion technology, ultimately unlocking 120 Hz variable refresh rates for all users. Currently confined to Pro models since 2021, the inclusion will enable iPhone 17 and 17 Air owners to experience better scrolling and transitions across iOS. Furthermore, the 4 screens might include a more scratch-resistant covering to better handle sharp objects. There have also been conflicting speculations of a smaller dynamic island on the iPhone 17 Pro Max, but it's uncertain whether it'll truly materialize. Next, iPhone 17 Pro might fix what Apple's Pro lineup has lacked for years. We are still a few months away from the iPhone 17 series debut, but the leaks aren't stopping. The newest one suggests we could finally see a non-metal hue on the next premium iPhone series. The iPhone 17 Pro is reported to be unveiled in a refreshing sky blue tone. It might be comparable to the current M4 MacBook Air's sky blue color choice. This will be the first time since the iPhone 13 Pro series that the Pro range receives a hue of light blue. Apple's Pro iPhone series hasn't had a cosmetic upgrade in a long time. The camera module has kept the same, and the colors have gotten more uninteresting with each iteration. However, it appears like things might finally change this year with the iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max. According to tipster Majin Buu, the iPhone 17 Pro will arrive in a new Yuan Feng blue, sky blue, hue, which will be the hero color of Apple's next flagship. The study identifies this new hue as a soft, elegant blue, inspired by the clear sky of a spring morning. Not just any blue, but a polished, vibrant, and sophisticated shade. It goes on to add that the sky blue iPhone 17 Pro is the most suitable new color, as it will establish aesthetic harmony across its flagship devices. Apple's iPhone 13 Pro was the final Pro iPhone to be offered in a hue of light blue. It came in Sierra Blue and was one of my favorite iPhones. Apple now provides various goods in different tones of blue. The new MacBook Air comes in sky blue, although the newest iPad, iPad Air, and iPad Mini all have somewhat different colors of blue. Interestingly, neither the MacBook Pro nor the iPad Pro have a hue of blue in their selections. The iPhone 17 Pro would be the only pro-Apple device in the current product range to arrive in a sky blue color. The corporation shifted away from bright, non-white color tones with the introduction of titanium on the iPhone 15 Pro series. It was available in black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, and blue titanium hues, while the iPhone 16 Pro range made things more dull with desert titanium, natural titanium, white titanium, and black titanium color options. A likely release date for the iPhone 17 Pro is simple to forecast, considering Apple's track record with its yearly flagship rollouts. Apple traditionally reveals its new phones in September, usually in the first part of the month. It's doubtful that the introduction of the iPhone 17 models, including the Pro, will be any different. Pricing is much difficult to anticipate, and not only because we are several months away from a probable iPhone 17 Pro introduction. The Trump administration is aiming to slap tariffs on other nations, with a special emphasis on China, where a lot of iPhone components are sourced and a lot of phone assembly takes place. As of this writing, Apple's phones have obtained a tariff respite. However, administration officials have cautioned that it's just a temporary exception. Tariff policies tend to alter on a weekly basis, but the longer the U.S. current trade war persists, the more probable an influence tariffs will have on iPhone 17 pricing. Even before the tariff chatter appeared, one leaker said the iPhone 17 series will experience its first price bump in a while, but it's unclear whether that leaker meant every model or select phones like the iPhone 17 Pro. Though that report is thinly sourced, it is feasible that the iPhone 17 Pro's pricing might inch higher from the $999 that Apple charges for the iPhone 16 Pro, especially if the firm intends to offer the iPhone 17 Air for less than $1,000. Expect more clarification on iPhone 17 Pro price to surface the closer we get to the autumn. Apple includes 8 gigs of RAM on its latest iPhones. Analyst Jeff Poo has suggested the idea of the iPhone 17 Pro models getting extra RAM to reach 12 gigs. Such a step would assist with Apple's desire to include more on-device artificial intelligence. To assist protect its phones from overheating, Apple is rumored to be working on a vapor cooling chamber, which would replace the typical heatsinks seen in Apple's existing phones. While earlier speculations were unclear if every iPhone 17 model would incorporate this cooling chamber, the newest assertion is that only the Pro versions would feature vapor cooling. The bigger iPhone 16 Pro design allows Apple to put a larger 3,582 mAh battery in that phone. It's unclear whether Apple will have any space to expand battery capacity again with the iPhone 17 Pro, or merely depend on superior power efficiency to lengthen the battery life of its upcoming phone. One thing that may change on the power front would be a rise to the iPhone 17 Pro's charging rates from the 20-watt limit that Apple's phones have been locked at for years. A study paper from February indicates charging rates on the iPhone 17 range might climb to 35 watt. That's still a long cry from what phones like the S25 Ultra provide with their 45W wired charging rates, but it's still a considerable increase. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.